what's going on, everybody? We're going to be playing in the Legacy Challenge today. A little something different with Black Saga Storm. What's up, Jason? We have got, similar to the last list I played, except I'm trying out a main deck NECRO. I think I had talked about coming off of the Ancient Tombs, especially now. Life total's pretty important with all this tempo, blue-red, you know. Sideboard, also a little bit different. I have a cage and an additional Cabal Therapy. It doubles as something that I can get with Burning Wish, considered unmasked, but mostly this is to bring in as a 10th discard spell in the blue matchups. A lot of Force of Will, a lot of Force of Negation, and Cabal Therapy is really good in that regard, as it is able to take multiple cards, which gets even further compounded with Saga tokens. So you can take upwards of, I guess, potentially their whole hand. All 7 of them. They've got a 4 and 3 card full house, and you're double Cabal Therapy. That's never going to happen, but the potential is there. That's what matters. All right. Oh my god. Want a die roll against Ocean Soul. I think this hand is acceptable. We got to trust in the candy. And trust in the candy we shall. What's up, Colin? Hello. Why, hello. Rather strange seeing you here. Oh no. Frank is here. Alright, I guess we're leading on the candy. I don't want City. I'm gonna take the Saga, though. Don't worry, light total. We got candy coming. Yep. I'm glad I cast Thoughtseize. I think I take Tamiyo here. If I had more of a combo hand, I would take Ponder or Daze, but trying to do some Saga stuff. I would play Dask instead of it. It is slightly better, but you can't afford to be exiling. Like, we have the one of Tendrils, the one of Gaea's Will, the one of Ad Nauseam, and with Research Desk, if you flip one of those, like, you have to use it now, or it gets exiled from your deck, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. I want to Duress. I don't care about Daze. I gotta hold it. Like, the best take would be, like, I don't know, a Ponder, so that they can't find a Wasteland, but they may have already found it. But I don't know. They probably weren't looking for Wasteland since we started with basic Swamp. There's a Ponder. Proceeds to hit Saga. Oh, I put it on top of the candy. Dad. Thanks for your input, Dad. Classic Dad. Not putting in the full effort. Not classic, specifically, you as a dad. Just a classic dad move. Deadbeat dad. Do you even care, Dad? Oh man. I mean, Second Saga is great, so is Wishclaw. Thanks, Wiretap. I think I want to make my token immediately, so it's a 4/4. No, that doesn't make sense. It'll always come in as a 4/4. I want to duress is the question. Is what I'm thinking, and just saying random shit. I still think no. Like, I think this Saga stuff is gonna get there, and if it doesn't, I'll probably want this duress. When I have a fresh pack of American Spirits, I care. That's the spirit. Yeah, I think this is already just too much for them to handle. They're gonna have to deal with all this shit and then die to this, or they're just not even gonna deal with this. Alright, they got some 3/3s though. They're coming in hot, which means this probably does the trick. Oh, man. It did brainstorm. They could possibly have double force, in which case going for a combo here is actually kind of bad. I have enough to do both. If I make a token, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7. I mean, they're not going to block. And then I could Tendrils them. Be 5, 6. 13. Or no, I'm not going to have enough to do that. I'm just going to assume they didn't wind up finding double force. Dead. You got all these. Oh, yeah. And there's ways we lose there if we go constructs, right? Combination of like petty theft. They have 6 flying power in play. Some bolts, a Murktide. They could finagle it. They could have also drawn into double force. So I don't know. Maybe it was less likely that they beat the robots. If they only had like 1 Darcy in play, then I think I just wouldn't want robots. But 2 Darcy is a bit scary. All right, I'm gonna bring in the 10th, and I believe that's it. What is it replacing? Oh wait, Chromox or Mox Opal? Maybe a Cabal Writ. It's the debts to the debt list in the sideboard for. Also same with the Necro. I mean, the Necro is for Necroing. It only costs 3, so 2 mana, LED, Infernal Tutor. It's a way to have a very low mana, powerful play. Debts to the Debtless beats the One Ring and Veil. Like, we could have beat a One Ring trigger there easily, because we had a Beseech line that wound up with a bunch of extra mana that could then go into Ad Nauseam and get even more mana, enough such that you can kill them. But it usually takes, or it always takes, both Ad Nauseam and Gaea as well. Better the other way around. Ad Nauseam first. They're a pretty good hand. I was like, I felt like playing this deck. Last night I goldfish a little bit and just had banger hands. And then I played 2 matches in a league and destroyed everyone. 2-0 in that. I could just go all in on the Chromox, Petal, Wishclaw, and just hope they don't wind up having Meltdown. But I think I'd rather lead under us, so in case they have Null Rod or... Well, this is one way that sometimes we just lose to them and there's nothing we can do. They're on the play. They have Brainstorm plus Null Rod. But I still think I want to dress here. I'll probably wind up with an imprint either way with Chromox. It's at the deficit of not getting my Wishclaw in the stack, because then we're going to be tied up making constructs. They don't really have shit. I mean, I guess Steelcutter might eventually get there over these constructs. I don't know. We got a lot of artifacts and double constructs. It could take Bauble. I think Bauble's the take here. To slow their hand down. Could even play the Wishclaw now. I think that's actually worth it. Wait, did I miss Delta? Okay. No shuffle. No Wasteland is nice. LED is real nice. Interesting. We have a kill that beats Daze. They could have pretty easily found a force, though. I'm gonna play out my Chrome Mox, but my Construct's a 4/4. Yeah. Weighted blanket, huh? Sounds cozy. Steel cutter. Hmm. I think it's just Opal. Try to go ham with the constructs. Maybe I should have played my LED out and then upkeep. I could have made double constructs with it. Thing is, they can't really go that hard, right? If they do, like obviously we're cold to meltdown, but other than that, we've got them in a pinch again. Or if they go too hard and exhaust their hand, we know they don't have anything, and then we can combo them. How did we finish? We top 8'd. Lost in the top 8. We went 7-1 in the Swiss. Hell yeah. Thank you. We played against so much tempo, and then we finally lost. I mean, both of our losses were to tempo, but we played like 5 or 6 matches of tempo. So overall, we were positive against it. Yeah, they got to leave a blocker back, and they have to keep 2 cards in hand so that we respect Force of Will. If you draw a discard spell, they just die. Draw a Dark Writ, they just die. Got him. See, when people talk about constructs not being good anymore, they're worse. Sure, there's a lot more answers for them, ways to beat them, etc. But they're still very good in the decks that typically play them. Obviously, the blue combo decks, like the blue artifact combo decks, and this deck is very similar. I've always said to 8-cast, right? 8-cast has forces as disruption. We have discard. Aggro elements, or if you're playing combo, a combo. We have a combo. And then constructs. And of course, they used to play Chalice or Wasteland, so like more disruption. We just have a pile of discard and the threat of them dying from a combo. If you don't have those elements, then it's not very good. And more colors you play. So the reason why I don't think it's great in the Epic Storm is because they're trying to play 4, 3, 4, usually 4, occasionally 3, occasionally 5 colors. There's just too much to. The constructs aren't big enough. They don't play enough discard. Like discard, take your shit that would beat constructs, kill you with constructs, right? Force of Will can do the same thing. Veil of Summer doesn't really jive with constructs, which is also why I don't love playing Golgari in Saga Storm. Like, sure, sometimes discard is not enough to deal with like double force, triple force, that sort of thing. But then you have a Saga, they have a bunch of forces, you take their Ponder, and now they sit there and die to robots. Collecting corpses. This is a classic trap hand. It's not a classic trap hand. Not perfect, but gonna keep it. 2 ITs is awkward, but I'm gonna keep them. Discard resiliency. Come on. All right. We are hoping to draw discard and lands. Saga would be nice. Dimir Tempo. There's discard. They only have one thing, they're dead. If it's days and they use it, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, this one. This one. Oh, man. Nice. Alright. Enough for Beseech. E64. Each away the vault. Replay. Yeah, we're gonna have all these Infernal Tutors. Get a bunch of mana. We get LED. I don't even have to use Beseech. I could play Wishclaw and then Beseech that away. Or I can just Infernal Tutor. Get the Tendrils. Could have beat something. They had nothing. I should probably just cut Necro, honestly. Dimir doesn't hit as hard as like red tempo though. Still think I should cut it against them. Dimir Tempo. I explained that when you mentioned something about Song last time. Song is only comes in when you're using Leyline, which is only so much, and then even then, you only go for it in that circumstance so much. Especially since I'm playing a Necro. I mean, I think this hand has too much Chrome Mox, but I'll keep it. On a mulligan, 4 cards in hand. That's a draw. I'm not convinced it doesn't get wastelanded, but how deep do I want to go in on the discard? Or on the Saga? I could imprint Tutor and Thoughtseize. It gives me the opportunity to maybe have a banger Cabal Therapy, but I think I'm just supposed to imprint Cabal Therapy. We also could have went with imprint both discard spells, play Petal, Infernal Tutor copy Saga, play Saga. Yep. I had a feeling something like this was going to happen. Okay. We get wastelanded. Only one of these Chrome Moxen were an opal. Good draw. Yeah. I mean, there's a chance they don't wasteland you. I was gonna say, people snap force this way too often. Would have loved for that to happen. I think I basically have one play to make here. They might have to force it. It represents Saga. And then we're like an LED away from just killing them. We're hoping their third card is not blue. I was really hoping to draw at least an imprintable there. I guess even Dark Rit can get there. Dark Rit or LED, I'm going for it. Now any land has lethal. But 3 cards and they haven't cast anything. It could be Thoughtseizes. Could be lands. You'd hold them here for Brainstorm. Could be Fatal Push. Could be Bowmasters. I don't think I have enough mana to be holding this. It's a bummer if I draw Chrome Mox. Again, my last Chrome Mox. But I think it makes sense to cast this. They drew Brainstorm. Yeah, that's bad for us. Of course, if you draw LED or Dark Red, it's definitely better to hold the Duress, but we're more likely to draw land, Petal, Opal, another discard spell, an Infernal Tutor. Take the days. I mean, it's likely we got to go to game 3 here, but I mean, Wishclaw for Therapy doesn't work when you have, I think at the time we had 3 mana. Obviously, we lose the Force. Oh, we beat Days. Found 2 Forces. Sure. Do I play Necro on the play? I think I do. Maybe Maybe they had Force on top and knew they could at least draw into the Force, although yeah, I don't know why you'd drop or cast Ponder in that case, even. Yeah. But why even cast it at that point? Oh, we got this? Well, we're definitely lacking mana. Odds are we can get this Wishclaw into play. And then by the time we get enough mana, we're going to be worried about interaction. Didn't play Tamiyo. That's really good. Is it worth playing into Daze to get Saga going? Probably. Did Sorcery grow their Goyf? Oh, that's possible. On the Ponder? Maybe. Their Goyf did wind up at 4 power, and then it was lethal at a point. At least if they have to daze this, it sets them back a little bit from answering Saga. They can't like ponder into Wasteland and use Wasteland. They'd have to have found it with the Brainstorm or their last draw step. All right. I guess I'll play out the Opal. Let's maybe not play a Null Rod either. Found the Wasteland. But Wishclaw's in. Cage. Close. They land before Ponder. I don't know why people do that. It's probably just out of habit. So they drew both cards they brainstormed, so all these cards are still in their hand. Play around the days, yeah. I am representing days. True. No shuffle. Don't play Tamiyo or Ponder. No, it was a joke saying that we're representing days. Oh, man. I mean, you might as well play Force Spike, right? Except it wouldn't be nearly as cool. Yeah, it would definitely be Mana Tithe. Yeah, we don't care about Thoughtseize. They take the Tendrils, thinking that, like, Cage got us. They have 2 unknowns. Problem is I can't Gaea as well. And Wishclaw does not represent 2 mana because LED is not going to really work very well with this Beseech. I can no bargain the Beseech. I can Beseech for Necro. That's his play. Okay, 3 unknowns, sorry. Beseech for Saga. I feel like they're gonna deal with Saga pretty easily from here. I mean, I think they just counter Beseech. I'm not gonna use 2 cards to do it. They want. I could, yeah, no bargain Saga. Bargain for Necro. Kind of stuck with those cards though, because then I'm worried about Bowmasters. Consign. I'm always wrong when I think that these days, because there's not that much consign around. I think they're just trying to not tap out It might even just be a brainstorm. I think it's more likely a brainstorm than consign. There's probably a force. I'm getting dazed is they don't even lose a card because they can pick up a land, which makes brainstorm a lot better. Maybe I do play around days and bargain for Necro. And then if they force it, these Wishclaws are pretty good. Maybe I should have sacked a Vault. Is that can cast Burning Wish? Oops. Okay. I'm gonna consign the trigger. They are. Alright. Seems like a temporary solution. We do have to worry about Bowmasters. They have 2 cards exactly. No draw step. At least we'll know about Bowmasters beforehand. So they don't have it. What do we draw here? 8, 9, 10? Non-zero chance we still have to Ad Nauseam. 7? Those are good. Graveyard is off, so Cabalrit not as good. We already have 2 Wishclaws in play. Or do I just keep all the mana? Since I already have 2 Wishclaws in play. What's the plan for winning this game? Kill them next turn? Burning Wish? This Infernal Tutor represents a mana anyways, but 2 Storm, because it can get LED. Same goes for Cabal Ritual over Swamp, I guess. We're both 1 mana, but this gives us a Storm. It's a shame we didn't wind up with 7 cards in our graveyard. Or Beseech could bargain Necro away. We get Wasteland. Let's say they find another Wasteland. I could just die to Daze if I don't take Swamp. We're going to have a lot of Storm, and they're already at 16. Thoughtseize would be annoying, but not like a huge deal. Because they'd go to 14. We already have Wishclaws in play. You gotta be weary of petty theft to screw with our Infernal Tutor, but I don't really see that mattering too much. Maybe I should have kept Cabalrit, but I think we'll be fine. All right, representing Hardcast Force. Consign and Clue Token. Can we beat Clue Token into Consign? They don't know the top of their deck, right? They can like Surveil and then Clue. They Surveil and Clue, they can't force a negation. They're gonna go for it now? Okay. Now I think I just duress them. We have 2, 5, 6, 7. Storm is 4. I need 8. The rest is 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess I might as well get Thoughtseize. Still have 3 LEDs in the deck. 2, 5, 6, 7. Activate with 6. Burning Wish Tendrils. And it's probably nothing, but Brainstorm into double consign. The days. I mean, definitely would have. Well, no, we knew about the island. Alright, I can make black with this one, or just make red with this one. Necro looked very good here. They put us in a weird pinch, and we were just like, nah, I'll just draw some cards. How's that? Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links for bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. Last seen deck is Oops, which I feel comfortable with, except for the fact that we're on the draw. Eureka's lurking somewhere too, yep. I don't think we can keep this. It probably doesn't matter if they're playing Oops. Or it does matter if they're playing Oops. It doesn't matter, comma, if they're playing Oops, what we keep. But I think I'm, ugh. Like if it's not Oops, all right, let's look. Are they like an Oops only person? Oops, 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 oops. Well, it's a lot of oops, and they kept on 7, so I think we're dead. But I guess I'll try to mulligan to a turn 1. If this draws Dark Red, it does it. Maybe they just discard us, which this hand is not good against. Neither is 5 cards, though. I'm just going to keep it. I don't think it matters. Rather pre-modern than Legacy, to be honest. Yep, I hear that. Well, maybe they're trying to find one of their 8 things here and they missed. They did not miss. Maybe they didn't. Maybe, nope. Come on, I just top 8'd yesterday with a Force of Will deck. Aren't you afraid? I already know what the list is, since we've seen Once Upon a Time, so I'm not looking. I don't care. There's Force of Vigor, okay? There may or may not be Belcher. That also doesn't really matter. Alright, Leylines, Cage, Helm. They got Naz out. Necro, though. I mean, Leyline plus Necro is definitely a recipe for success. We're on the play. So what do I want to be trimming? Probably don't want Candy or Cabal Therapy. I want to trim on Chromox and Opal. They're pretty inefficient when we're mulliganing and putting ley lines into play. Yeah, I played Classic Ad Nauseam for a while. I resisted for a long time. I will probably keep it mono black though. I don't love Golgari. I think it's the deck can be clunky sometimes, and adding the color just makes it even worse. I think I go with this. Can't really keep this without a ley line. And you can, but I don't think it would be good. It's pretty close to insane, but instead it's just pretty good. Bottoming Helm. They kept on 7. I think we might be in trouble here. Are we just getting another Dark Rit and passing? We can beseech away Mox Opal and put Helm into play. Put them on the spot. We can Necro. I feel like everything's a disaster against Force of Vigor, except for beseech away Opal to Thoughtseize them, and then be left with Infernal Tutor. So at least if they do Force of Vigor, we get to Thoughtseize them. If they don't, we still get to Thoughtseize them and have Infernal Tutor. I think that's my play here. Wait, can I just win with... No. Gaia's Will doesn't really do it. You know what? I'm just going to set up to kill him next turn. You got a Force of Vigor and a kill, you got it. Alright, they don't. That's fine. Yeah, because even if they have a Spirit Guide and try to kill us on upkeep, they won't have any cards in their deck. This is pretty funny. 3 for 5. Still have enough to activate, so I might as well dress them. Could also kill them with Tendrils instead. Sure I didn't miss anything. That's just that. Yeah, just to not show the helm. Okay, so they brought Belcher in. That changes anything for us? Belcher's definitely slower from them, on average. A lot harder to turn 1 without LEDs in your deck. Run it back. It could make a difference. Not for their boarding, just decision making. Does Surge not do anything else other than combat Chalice? No. But Mono Black doesn't really have options. Given that we have colorless lands, you can play Engineered Explosives, which I've done before, but it's not great. Yeah, keep this. Mulligan to 6. They have their own leyline. I like that. I like that a lot. Another reason to use Gaea as well. They have 4 cards. I do wish this were Thoughtseize. Still Promox here. Oh my god. Were they F6 to their end step? What? Like, it's Black Saga Storm. Like, what? Be F6. So, I mean, we'd be fine, though. We'd most likely be doing quite well. They blew these up in response. I'd probably wind up playing Saga either way. And then that would probably get us to Cage quick enough. And we'd have a Wishclaw and another Saga for tokens. But that was a serious blunder. Playing a 2-2? Oh. They have Thoracle in hand, which is pretty good for them. The rest does not help. But they're not there yet. I'd imagine they have 2 pumpkins in their deck. They need another land. Darkrit could do it. Next turn I'll have Cage. Or if I play Wishclaw, I have a kill. No, I'm sorry. They can't do pumpkin stuff with Leyline in play. They need to actually manage to get blue mana together. So should I play Wishclaw? Then I'll have next turn 3-4, so I'll have enough to cast and activate, cast and activate Helm, and can't be discarded. Smashing Pumpkins, yeah, classic. Yeah, I think, I don't think I'm supposed to make constructs here. I think I'm supposed to just play this. There's actually nothing they could do here, unless they somehow have, like, a needle that still wouldn't win. Are we dead? No, because we have Leyline in play. Oh, they have Leyline in play. No, I'll reveal land card, then put those cards in their graveyard. That's not how that works, right? It'll get exiled, but it'll still get revealed. Scared me for a second there, Preslov. They could hit our thing here. They did not. They hit Tendrils. I think we would still wind up winning, though. But it would get weird. Sweet. I do like getting weird. That's true. Rio, baby! Alright, we'll keep this. And we'll lead on duress. Wasteland's a problem. Those are also a problem. I think I take him and just let them take my Ad Nauseam. That it's trying to get lucky. Yeah, I shouldn't have cast my Frantic Search in the Remodern. Which I kind of knew, but I was hoping we would just find another Brain Freeze so you'd finish the game. They just drew a fucking him. At least we kept our Sagas. But holy crap. This is an interesting choice. You can get Saga number 3. This is a nightmare. So they played a Swamp. We took Thoughtseize. They played... Or they... Yeah. Or we took him. And then they drew... So this is their hand. Saga number 3. Or I can assume one of these will pop off at some point, and then Infernal Tutor is the card that you want when your Saga's popping off. I get another Saga. If they draw Wasteland, I think it gets... Like if they draw Wasteland my vault there, I think that's like a disaster. Well, we know they have 2 swamps in hand. I think our 2 Sagas are better than their 2 swamps. We can get Saga number 4. Let's make some constructs. No attacks. Spite Menace. Plan on chumping? I don't get it. Infinite Saga glitch? Yeah. 4 Sagas, 4 Infernal Tutor. A lot of Saga stuff. We could have drawn Oppo Agent, but we're gonna know. We're gonna find out right now. I mean, they could Giga Brain us and say my only chance is they think I don't have it, and then they go for some sort of tutor line. So I can just get Opal and keep the Saga stuff going. I don't think they have any way to beat it. I could even get another Saga. I can get Saga, play Saga, make a token, and not be able to Thoughtseize. I don't think I care about Thoughtseizing. I think I just do that. But then I'm still casting Infernal Tutor into Oppo Agent. Infernal Tutor can be Saga later if I wanted to, if I needed to. I guess I'll Thoughtseize. Could be a Karn, right? It's a Bowmasters. And they got a Swamp. I attack with a 4/4. They really gonna trade their whole board? I mean, I'll offer it. Or no, they don't. Well, it's not their whole board. But I don't know why I was thinking they would have to do all of them. Sure. Just forgetting about the 1 point of damage. Still good, though. But it was definitely a brain fart. I'd love to draw Dark Ret. At least now they're completely empty-handed, so now we can just kill them. Instead of playing this silly creature-based game. I guess we just drew Beseech. I don't have enough black up front. We do have another Beseech. Wait, Dothy's in play? Dude, I'm losing it. These guys will still lethal. Ad Nauseam's in my graveyard. Oy, this is on the stack. I won't have Threshold. 5 mana. Beseech to 1 mana. Play land? Played Saga, right? And like carelessly. Let's see. Yeah. Justin messaging me. Classic Moto just blocks. Okay. I get Beseech. I'll have 1 post Beseech. I can not replay anything. This is bad. Necro's not good. It's such a punt. Is there any way out of this punt? I could get another Saga. Then I'd be giving them a bunch of stuff into the void. I love how they just drew back-to-back bangers after having nothing in their hand. Actually, back-to-back-to-back, the turn one. I think I just don't... I think I just copy Beseech and not compound my mistake. Just say, oops. I gotta refocus here. They do have an Infernal Tutor if they want it. That's a problem. It's not the game to waste 5 minutes on finishing a pre-modern match. All right, no attacks. And didn't use Dothy. Didn't draw Oppo. You're gonna chump. Or not. Yeah, they don't really have much of a way out. Dark Red. Dothy. Cast Infernal Tutor. Arrowgoyf. And we got Wastelanded, so I can't cast Beseech yet. It's a 5/6. A mana. Alright. Desperate, but respectable. I think I want to keep the Chrome Mox. Any imprintable means I can cast this. Draw Fatal Push, okay. I mean, we do deserve them drawing well, because we punted like an unlosable game, but it's all good. Definitely an annoying deck. There's a lot of ways to lose it. You're always on like the cusp of winning. Their disruption just barely keeps you down. I don't think I can really be playing Necro. Maybe on the play, but probably still not. Dress seems worse than Cabal Therapy. Three drills. That'll do. I don't think I can keep this. This is markedly worse. Well, okay if I don't get discarded, but having 5 against the discard deck or having a hand that really doesn't want to get discarded, I guess I'll draw Black Source. And there's that. Most of the time we're not beating that anyways. Draw Saga, draw City. Easy. Saga plays Candy, Candy finds City. Easy game. Nice Spell Bomb. Uh-oh, they're ready. They're ready for the plan. I think Saga's not enough at this point either. Okay, alright. Alright, let's just find turn one, huh? Looks like a turn one to me. 3 for 5. Question is, can we afford to Thoughtseize? I wouldn't be able to imprint. I'd only have 1, 2, 4, so no, which is fine. 3, 5. Sorry, imprint, Thoughtseize. Each, we got 1. Can't re-imprint, but I'll still have 2, 4, 5. Leyline would be bad for us, but we can probably manage. Okay. Does that mean I imprint Beseech? Can I make Natural Storm? Or 5. I might be able to. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wishclaw down at 2 gets Dark Writ, back up to 4, and then Beseech. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Second Beseech is 8. Tendrils is 9. It's 1 short because I don't have 3 Beseeches in my deck. Or 1 more mana to be able to cast Thoughtseize. 3, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I don't like this at all. Okay. Her hand is pretty weak otherwise, though. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Alright. Sure. Black Source Null Rod are their next 2 cards. Yep. Sometimes it'd be like that. God damn. The streamer battle. On the play, that's nice. Huh. Oops, all brain freezes, huh? Four, 6, 9. It's gonna tell them. I'm chat on the stream. Oh boy. I think I mulligan. Like, it's either that or actually just imprint Necro. But I still have to stand this program. Glitchy. If I did that, then I'd be looking for 2 cards to go off, so I'm just gonna mulligan. Seems better. I don't hate bottoming Opal. I'm gonna imprint. Yeah. I like to play turn 1 Wishclaw with my Saga. And have Saga on turn 1. In case they don't have Wasteland already. Okay, they have a Force. Also have Wasteland. Not. We could have kept Opal so that we had bigger constructs. Maybe that was better. It's 1 less mana, but it's probably would have been better. My construct probably still gets bolted. Do you prefer Tendrils art, and why is it the white border one? No thanks. I think old border is the most aesthetically pleasing when it comes to Magic cards. I couldn't understand why until my LGS owner said, or told me basically why. Obviously, there's nostalgia, but I think a lot of it is because just like any, like, say you took a picture and you put a bunch of Christmas lights around the picture, it would really take away from the art from the picture, and it would be difficult to look at. And that's how I feel about new bordered cards. You put all this flashy stuff around, and this isn't even close to what they do with borders, obviously. But the more you make the border flashy and distracting, the more the art doesn't pop out at you, and it's just like this whole mess. Whereas old borders, it's the other way around. The art pops forward, and the border is intentionally plain. Okay. Now we're gaming. Actually, they didn't see the Necro coming. Oh boy. We can't draw that much. I think I want to draw 5. Maybe it's more. Because they can go. I mean, it's a baseline double bolt. It's 9. They could go like Steel Cutter Bauble, it for 5. We only get 5 of these. I do want to make sure they're good. I'll draw 7. I'm not going to be necroing again. And we don't get a draw step. I can't Thoughtseize, though, if they have double bolt. I feel like I shouldn't play around double bolt, though. Just can't even win with it. There's no action in it. That's wild. Okay. Have to somehow survive 2 turns. Even like drawing our tendrils would have been nice. This is pretty incredible. At least you didn't have to wait 7 turns to get all these. Yeah. Wow, they didn't cast Bolt. That's crazy. Take that Bolt all day. Now we draw 3. That was a nice healing salve. For sure. Don't worry, they'll find another Bolt. You have a Necropotence in play? No. Doesn't deal damage, you gotta pay life. You can't pay life you don't have. I guess you could pay 1 additional life, because you could go to 0. Okay. Old. 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 You're doing it, dude? I guess I could have played Chromox. But wouldn't have mattered. No way. Wow, dude. Wow. I mean, you didn't really deserve it. Should have cast the Bolt. I know he just won with Necro, but I think I'm supposed to take it out. Is it better than Ad Nauseam? I don't think so. Especially on the draw. Maybe if I'm on Song, I should be playing Song instead of Ad Nauseam in these spots. Could be a reason to play Song still. Okay. Fear the candy. I mean, it's a plan. We can afford to get wastelanded once on this plan. I try to play both my discard spells around days. I think I'm okay with Thoughtseize getting dazed, though. Let's take the Brainstorm. I don't know, we know it's a second Cabal Writ. I don't think I cast the rest yet. Yeah, it's part of the issue here. I think I'm still cracking this, though. Oh, right, they're not going to use it, though, because of Force Negation. I like that. Still potentially have some problems here. Oh, yeah, that's certainly one of them. You really want them to, like, cast something. Tap out of this Force of Negation. Bummer. Bottom a Brazen Borrower. Crack Clue. Well, they have a Daze as well, so I mean, as long as they have 3 mana up, I can't make that play. I don't have to cast both of those, but I'd rather pay with a land than LED on this Daze. Come on, no Force. Yeah. Pretty good. I think that's more than enough. Because now I could feasibly die to double bolt. I guess technically we can die to triple bolt here, but it's fine. Not sure if they're even leaving 3 bolts in their deck. No one ever sees the mid-turn Ad Nauseam coming. Alright, presumably one of these Murktides are gone. It's not 100% over yet. Like, if they had Meltdown, wipe my board, I still have a lot of starting mana and multiple discard spells, but like Meltdown, they already have a Force, another Force, 2 blue cards and Fluster. Might do it. No Meltdown, though. Rainstorm. UT Veil to cast the blue spell into Ritual Ad Nauseam is a fun one, too. Especially if you bobbled to know that it's on top of your deck and you have LEDs to pay for the Ad Nauseam. Just the Daze. I guess they put the Force and Negation on top of their deck. Doesn't really matter. Cheeky play, but it's not gonna do it for him. Do we have a therapy? Yes. They're not gonna let us do it though. That would be funny. Well, they also have the Daze though. Ask this one for the funsies. Or do they not have a Daze? I don't know. I'm not. Doesn't matter, so I'm not keeping track of shit. All right. One more. We're in top 8. Our breakers are decent. We're probably in top 8 anyways. We'd probably keep this on the play. Maybe I still keep it consistently glitching. Thanks, Moto. Still keep it, honestly. Last playing Mystic Forge combo. Before that was Eldrazi. I'm not sure. I really just want Saga stuff done. I'd say this is better. Uh-oh. Pass. Pass. Might be able to beat Mystic Forge. But hopefully it's like some Ugin build and they have one big thing in their hand. We can take it. Yeah, we're probably not beating that. They'd have to get really unlucky next turn, and we'd have to draw like some LEDs. Swamp is not going to do it. I'm not sure I want to show them anything. All right, best case they whip and we draw LED. We'd have, I could play out Wishclaw right now. I'd have, would have enough to Ad Nauseam, which could beat, you know, if they simply just replay a One Ring. They are kind of low on mana. 2 cards. I mean, Saga's never going to chapter 3. But they play Karn, I can't. Well, if they play Karn, I lose. Whatever. Need them to like get greedy and draw cards and then miss on lands or some shit. Okay. Okay. Wow. Any LEDs? No. Kind of makes me wish I played Saga. All right. Surely we're dead now. I mean, Dark Writ would have actually won us the game there too. Okay. Play the Cabal Therapy. I don't hate Necro. Trim a land? No, I mean, discarding them and winning with Sagas is definitely decent. Could be the Candy Trail. I know. Mm. We have to fade turn 2, and Duress has to be good. They did mulligan. And we have to find Metalcraft or Black Source. I Necro? I could just Necro. And basically yield on first turn. Well, I'm going to draw more than 5. Definitely overdrawing. They mold a 5. Oh, if we mold to 5, yeah. Or, I mean, they can play a 4-drop on 4 cards, so even a mold to 3 and potentially get them there. Looks like they're willing to mold to it, which is a little bit scary. I'm here now, Tony. Aloro's here now. Oh, phew. Jeez. And here I thought you'd be gone longer. Last sip of coffee. By the way, did you see the 3-mana Izzet card from Final Fantasy that makes mana? I did. It looks pretty sick. It's potentially good. But you need a cost reducer and play like first, basically. Otherwise, it costs 3. I don't know. It's interesting, for sure. Draw here. 8? 7? Yeah, I definitely looked at it for a good 5 minutes. It got the brain chemicals going, I'll say that. I think I want to draw 8. A lot of Chrome Mox. We've got a monolith. Alright. No turn 1 4-drop. Be tough to beat the One Ring from here. But very possible. Oh, man. It's not an easy card to play with in a deck like this. It's at least 5. I know that. Is it 6? Or 7? It's very unlikely, but there's a non-zero chance we wind up Ad Nauseam. Or even Necroing again. I'm gonna go 6. Yeah. I agree. We're all on the same page. A lot of cards I don't want. Say that. Makes this choice easy. A good one. One, two, three, 4 mana up front, so I do have to use 1 LED. And lose it to my Necro. Still gonna be really hard to pull this off. I should be able to turn this Cabal Rid on. Should have done that twice first. No, it doesn't matter. So we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 14. Gonna have 14. And this does 2 times X, so it'll be 20. Sweet. We need white mana. We need red mana. I don't need red mana, but whatever. Tony's making white mana. Bang! Pew, 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 pew. Just took all that to beat a mold of 4. And now I get him a game 3 on the draw. But we did the thing. Off a Necro, even. All the cutesy cards getting in there. Alright. I don't think I want to change anything. I'd like to not die on turn 1. Approach to the Second Sun is more difficult to pull off. It costs more mana. To cast Burning Wish and tutor for Approach and cast it twice. Approach costs 7, casting it twice is 14. As you just saw, it costs 14 to deal 20. And you don't have to jump through as many hoops. I would not have been able to pull off Approach with that. Maybe you would have had exactly enough. But I think we would have been shy. Alright, they mulliganed. We're gonna mulligan this. Can't make red mana, and if it could, you could Beseech win. Got the fast mana to be able to win on turn 1. They're on 6 cards. So it's Petal, Opal, and then we have 1 land that makes red. It's only 9. Or we could just draw a Black Tutor and we win. So there's also... And Ad Nauseam. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 19. I'm not going to count Necro as a good draw. 19 good draws. Like 40%. Or the odds of 5 card hand is like good. Probably around the same. I guess a discard spell is not the worst. This is all assuming we don't just, you know, get turn 1 Karned. I'm gonna keep it. Sad thing will be if they have nothing on turn 1 and then we can't get them. But again, mulling to 5 only has a certain chance. Okay. No Karn. Maybe Black Tutor. So 1, 2, 4, 7. It's Beseech. It is a turn 1. Cozy Command could be a problem. Two, 4, 7. Yeah, we're gonna have exactly 4. If Cozy Command, they can hit my LED. And then we have to We're at 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not much I can do about it. I'm not passing the turn. Like, if I had one more mana, I'd probably Ad Nauseam to play around it. But we do not. Pausing very long. Don't like it. Feels dead. Yep. And they scry drawed, which means they already, or which means they may not have had Karn. But we didn't have another play. I think passing would be horrendous. Well, it's not over. Right. It sure is. I mean, it looks like if we had waited, they wouldn't have had it. But no, then they could make things. They probably would have used Cozy and had the 4 mana. There's no way to tell for sure from here. If they don't have Karn, they can just go get it, and then they don't care about our Wishclaw. I'm just curious to see if it was anywhere in their hand. Yeah, they figured out they can just go get Karn. All right. Got him! Oh, tied with Mapson. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Ooh, there's one X2 at 17th as well. CJBS and Michael Mapson. Sad day. So we're playing against Helvetti, and we're on the draw automatically. The Sabooks. Thanks for the Prime sub, appreciate it. I feel like they're on Red Prison. I feel like they've played Red Prison in the past. Please don't be that. Omnitel, Reanimator, Red Stompy. Okay, so they play a variety of decks. El Pariah with the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Back-to-back top 8s at least. This would be good against Omnitel. Say that. I'm gonna keep it. It's slow. Emolliened. It's just oops. Well, makes me feel better about, we didn't have a choice anyways. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a draw here. All right. Automatically losing the die roll to oops is pretty rough. But we got game. Alright, how do we board last time? We don't want Ad Nauseam. NECRO. NECRO's interesting. Maybe I should have let them do their thing so we know if there's Force of Vigor. I feel like everyone's playing Force of Vigor these days, though. I'm just going to assume it's there. I think I like Necro on the play enough. We'll see. I definitely want to get rid of some of the low resource cards that are not great on low resources, since we're going to be mulliganing and putting ley lines into play. I don't think I want to be guessing with Cabal Therapy. Candy Trail's probably a little sus. And I think I can trim a land. It's tough to choose which one, though. Beseech and Cage, yes, they go together nicely. You can always beseech away the cage. I think I ran 61 last time we played against it, because I really try not to agonize about the 61st card post-board. I'm just going to send it. This is probably the best possible non-leyline hand, right? What does it do if they have leyline? Ad Nauseam is not in the deck, so it wants the guys will. I play 81 with Yorion out of principle. You have Pier in the sideboard? Yeah, but we can't get to Pier. Oh, with Gaea as well we do. I just mean if they have leyline. Whatever. I'm keeping the hand, so. I don't think they would just bring leylines in blindly. Even if they looked at my results, I mean, I just top 8 with a blue deck yesterday. They're F6'd. Do they juke into Belcher with Beseech? That's what this looks like. Interesting. They still have Dread Return. They still do the thing. That's pretty cool. All that a Beseech. I'll show you a Beseech. Come on, man. Or you can make the mana and then hard cast Beseech. And we didn't even necessarily show them we have this, right? There's not too much we can do about Belcher. They have LEDs, so that's a little bit scary. On the draw, I definitely want to cut a land. I mean, Saga can get to Cage, which is nice, but I feel like Black Source is generally a bit more important. They kept on 7. I don't think we can here. Fortunately, we can't keep this either. This were a leyline, definitely. Do they need another turn to belch? Not necessarily. We saw LED. And Beseech the Mirror. We're gonna have to keep this. Really good if we draw Infernal Tutor. If I bottom both discard spells, then I can also cast Beseech. It also makes Wishclaw a good draw. Kaplan go. Draw Infernal Tutor. Ew. Oh, we're not dead. I don't like that they're thinking. I'd rather them quickly pass the turn because they have nothing. What are we doing here? Maybe they're trying to decide if they want to play like a 3/1 creature or something. They're gonna beseech Belcher into play, that's my guess. And we're dead. Well played. I felt like it was going to take us a bit here. There's a black source. Yeah, we were not getting there. We were like 9 turns away from doing anything. Well, back-to-back top 8 is pretty sweet. 2 different decks, too. A couple of oldie but goodies.